anyone's wondering what's going on here, yep, the threads on the studs are fine. The problem is actually the lug nuts. Now, on the first wheel I did have an M14 by 1.5 because that's the thread pitch for these rams here, and ran it down the stud, and I had little to no resistance. But when I started running these through the tap, as you're about to see what I'm about to do, that was a whole different story. And while I'm doing all of that, there are my summer tires. Over there, they're the black rims that I have as my summer tires. They're already labeled where they're going to go when I put them in the rotated position. I knocked all the wheel weights out of them, and I'm going to send them out to get balanced. But this is my chance to do this as well. So let me take you downstairs with me, and I'll show you what I'm doing. Okay, so here we are at the tap. The M14 by 1.5 tap. Got my 7/8 wrench. 7/8 and 22mm are pretty much the same. Some SAE and metric sizes translate, others don't. Okay, any lube will do here. And then what you're going to see, maybe you won't get it from this angle. I'm going to do a couple of these from a different angles. Oh, I'm going to screw it onto the tap. Maybe the camera can hear all the crunchy sounds. Yep, oh, look at that. Woo, look at that one. Okay, that's why the threads had such a hard time. I wonder where the brush went. Oh, look at that. There you go. Always get the junk out of there first, and then go back up the other way. Beautiful. Nice. That came out a lot easier. Alright, so now we're at an angle a little more on top this time. Alrighty. And by the way, when the threads are like this, that means that the threads are swagged. I actually learned that in Auto Mechanics 101. Yeah, look how crunchy this one is. Look at all the shavings I'm getting out of this one. Yeah, that was pretty bad. No wonder these weren't going on. This is good when it goes up the stud, because now you better ensure that the lug nuts go up the stud and meet the surfaces the way they should. So, and it just prevents cross-threading. And look at that. Well, I think you get the idea here, so let me just do the remaining 6 and then we'll bring the show back upstairs. Okay, so the threads are no longer swagged, and look how freely that goes on now. Check that out. See how freely that goes on? And that is very important, because when you torque a wheel, your torque comes from the face of this lug nut going up against the surface of the wheel. But if the threads are seizing up midway, well, is it on the threads or is it truly on the surface of the wheel? And that can be a very dangerous thing, especially with a truck this big. You don't want any kind of wheel failure, because that could be deadly for both me, the driver, and anyone else on the road besides me. Let's say I'm on the interstate. If this thing starts to lose control and end up where it shouldn't. So that is a very important thing, and this is true of any car, really. And yeah, it's a little more work putting the die on the studs, so always just try running just the lug nuts first to the tap, and that'll usually get it done. So, about to slap the wheel on. Alright, so that's what I'm using to temporarily support the truck is my snow tires. And here's how I'm going to put them on. This is called a torque socket, and that's because, well, you can't change it out. A torque stick looks just like an extension, but you can put any socket you want. And some things in the industry with that are, I don't know, standard, but just the same with any brand you go. Like Teal is typically 7/8 or 22mm. That calls for 140 foot-pounds, which is what this truck calls for right here. So this is called a torque socket. I got mine from Amazon. Star pattern. 8 lug, you're obviously going to do as if you're doing 2 4 lugs. Now, whether you're using a pneumatic impact gun or this electric one, which I'm using because my compressor's still down, it still never hurts to hit anything with a torque wrench. Never ever trust torque sockets or torque sticks. And if you're especially using a compressor that's just a bare minimum, like the little 21 gallon I had a few years back, you definitely want to hit the whole thing with the torque wrench afterwards. But I'm going to set this sucker down first and make sure all 4 of its wheels are on the ground. Going to torque them in the star pattern. I did the other 3 already. Gotta say, not bad for an electric impact gun. Alright. But hey, never be too careful, so that's what you do. Still going in the start pattern, and after then you can do it in a circle if you wish, just to make sure you absolutely went over them, which I am. Looks like I have. Alright, so they're all safely torqued to 140 foot-pounds. But here they are. Set down like so. These ain't going nowhere now. Alright, so off the fish kill tire, and I'm going to send these out to get balanced. Alright, so here's the end result. Here's what it should look like. And to everyone who's wondering how I masked off the wheel, well, it's like any other masking off, really. So here it is, and let me just show you what I do to take it off. I was going to be in the reverse order when you put it on, but this leftover magazine I use just to overhang the tire. Let's see if it comes off in one piece. Oh, maybe not. There we go. Okay. See the blue tape I used for the edge of the rim, and then after that I used the regular masking tape here to protect the white letters, because I do like my white letters here. Take that out. Take this out as well. Wow. Those fumes are still kicking. This paint don't screw around here. There we go. Oh, look at that. It's coming off nicely. And there you go. There's the reveal. Gloss black rim, single stage. Paint and primer in one. I'm not going to put these back on just yet because I am having an issue with the undercoating resolve. Found a few minor rust spots, but always best to act right away, which I did, and I figured you have undercoating slopping around, why not keep the crappy snow tires on, which I was of course using to temporarily support the truck. So that's what I'll do, and then they don't have to worry about getting it on my nice black rims or my chrome center caps. So that's the explanation for that. That's going to be, you'll probably see this truck again next week, because this video is in fact over the course of a few days, maybe over the course of a week or so. Yesterday was July 24th, 2018, Tuesday. Today is Wednesday, July 25th, 2018. So this is the dealership's gonna take it. They're gonna take it to the truck place in Goshen, and then they say it should be a one-day turnaround. So I'm probably gonna get this thing back next Wednesday. Yep, it's now a little over a week later. It's August 2nd, 2018, Thursday. Got the truck back yesterday, but it was just raining so hard I couldn't even record. In fact, I didn't even think I'd be able to record today, because just a half hour ago, this sky was not that clear. So I'm thinking Mother Earth has bipolar disorder or something. I don't know. But since I had to wait till today, let me show you what else I got. Got this dash cam installed today professionally. Here it is. It is a Momento M4. And here's the box to it. See, it's nicely mounted. Have it tucked up there, so now maybe I can do some videos of riding inside the truck, because the camera I'm recording out of right now, I've tried numerous times making contraptions with the tripod and the bungee cords. Total disaster, and the video would always come out like crap. But this has sound recording as well, and the same resolution as this camera. So hopefully I can get in some driving videos now. Well, that's all there is to show for now. I might have more to show later. We'll definitely make a video September 27 because I will have the truck a year at that point. So now you know how to fix some lug nuts that are getting stuck on you, and yeah, redid these wheels nicely. I like what I did. Used the Rust-Oleum paint and primer in one, gloss black. Did it after they balanced the wheels, so you can paint right over the wheel weights. Looks perfect. I love it. And of course, this black wheel with this chrome center cap always goes good with these raised white letters.